Hello everyone, welcome to Lotus Heart Tarot. I'm super excited to have you here. We're going to dive right into your reading today. See what is going on for Pisces, please Spirit. I definitely felt the energy of past people this morning when I was doing your meditation. This Mercury, Venus retrograde, I don't know, it sort of seems like it's intensifying. Let's dive in. What's happening for Pisces here, please Spirit? What can you tell me for Pisces? For Pisces. You're getting community, attachment. Oh my gosh, and a woman holding a heart. Pisces, you know, I feel like there is this energy where it's kind of like, I'm not pretending anymore. I'm not playing small anymore. I'm not gonna seek to make you comfortable anymore. I'm kind of letting that go. I'm letting go of any need to be approved of, any need for any external validation that doesn't accept me the way that I am. Well, what you see is what you get. Like, I'm just, this is me, take it or leave it, like it or lump it. I'm done with this. Like, I'm just not making other people comfortable anymore. It isolates me. It makes me feel less and less like myself. And then you have this community card, which is like, this is when your soul tribe comes in, right? When you are standing in your own authenticity, the people who vibe with you legitimately show up. And with that card being a 7, it feels like a bit of a spiritual lesson, or like, definitely a... It feels high vibe. Wow. Okay, Pisces, I feel like you have someone from your past who's wondering if they can kind of reignite the sparks. Some of you may also have someone new coming in here. I just like, this morning when I was meditating on your energy, I just felt like a past person's presence so strongly, and just sort of like dominating the energy. Like, it's not that there weren't other energies there, or that the possibility of other energies didn't exist, but it felt very much like someone is sort of like taking up the majority of the space right here, like all of the oxygen in the room. And I feel like it's something that may be moving very slowly, or may have moved very slowly. This could be someone from a long time ago, even, who wasn't maybe ready for the connection at the time, but like never forgot you, or never got over you, or never really released the hope for the connection. They've never really felt that same spark with anyone. I feel like they're really thinking hard about you here, and really thinking hard about coming in. You stepping into your authenticity in your own life may be very much almost like calling this person in, or like it has created such a transformation within you and within your environment and within, everything that you have going on, that that this person is sort of, it's an elevation kind of energy, and it's like, if I don't act on this, I might lose my chance, or this might get away from me. And it's I do feel the sense of like running out of time, kind of like it's now or never. Let's see what we get here. The melody of you. I am haunted by songs that remind me of you and the love we shared. I still care. Yes, I still care about you. I always care about you. I didn't realize just how much I loved you and what we had until it was too late. Then you were gone. I know that we have others to consider, but if we are happy, they will be happy. We are family and we should be united together. And then you have magnetic attraction. If only you could see yourself through my eyes, you would see how attractive you are to me. So this is somebody, I feel like, you know, it's just sort of that energy of I've never met somebody that can really hold a candle to you, that does it for me the same way that you do it for me. And there is this, I'm just drawn to you more than I am drawn to anyone. And I think the more yourself you are and are putting yourself out there that way, the more attractive you even are to this person. Ace of Swords, Six of Wands. Wow. Could be dealing with an air or a fire sign, possibly a Gemini with the Ace of Swords and the Lovers here. You know, I was literally just having this conversation earlier about the Six of Wands. The origins of this card actually can like include engagement. And like, you know, when a person would leave their love and go to war or go to battle, you know, it was kind of that, I don't know if I'm coming home, but if I do, I'm going to marry you when I get back, you know, kind of energy. And the Six of Wands is where they rode back into town with the laurel wreath on their wand and placed it on their beloved's head that had stayed true and loyal throughout the battle, right? And so now the Six of Wands is coming up here, and it's also coming up with the Six of Lovers. So there's two sixes, and this is talking about, you know, an alignment, coming into alignment, union, and harmony with something. Possibly we couldn't come into union, a harmony with at one other time. But with this Ace of Swords, it feels like some kind of conversation or some kind of dialogue is, it's like it's opening up so that something can, so that something can find victory and success where it couldn't before. But you know, this is one of those things where it's actually, to me, starting to feel like maybe this thing is really aligning. Maybe you haven't even heard from this person for a long time. This dragonfly on the sword is like, you know, someone may have gone through a major transformation and may even be willing to reveal it. Or even no matter how much I change, it's like my wish still stays the same, you know? I still want this connection. Wow. I feel like this is someone who in the past, you know, they may not have had eyes to see it, or they may not have been open to receive it in the past. And, you know, with the Ace of Swords being clarified by this Four of Cups energy, it's kind of like, I don't want to miss this opportunity. And there's also kind of a different reverence for it. Wow, let me just take one on this Four of Cups. Four of Cups for Pisces. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. So whatever was preventing this person from being able to open up to this love, it feels like they've had this opportunity to kind of end this chapter or close this chapter out, or let go of these burdens, or release the barriers that they had within them against being able to open up to this opportunity in the past. You know, because you have the Two of Swords on the bottom of the deck, it reached stagnation. It's like with this person's ability to see and feel at the time, to see the opportunity that was in front of them, to open up, to emotionally engage and connect, they just were not at your level at the time. And so they couldn't accept it. They couldn't embrace it. They couldn't handle it, you know, with the Four of Cups and the Ten of Wands. They had barriers within them that didn't allow them to open up. There could have even been exterior factors as well, because with the Two of Swords, it's giving me, you know, like, external factors. It's giving me either like people in their lives that would have judged them harshly, or the prioritization of what other people thought over what they thought. Their decisions were not their own in some way at the end of this connection, or when this kind of went haywire. And it's kind of like, I feel like they want you to see that they have transformed, that they're no longer blocked by these things, and that they don't want to miss the opportunity, that they are, in fact, it did cause them to transform, and that they do want to have success and victory here with this Ace of Swords. With the Six of Wands being clarified by the Fool, it's kind of like, nothing is preventing me from taking this leap of faith. There's nothing in me, no past, no present, no future, no concern, no worry, no block that is going to stop me from, you know, putting this laurel wreath on your head, from saying, okay, you're the one. Like, this person with the Two of Wands and the Lovers, these are both cards of choice. And, you know, you also have the Two of Swords here. So 2 2s and 2 6s. This is like, the choices this person have been making are now in alignment with this soulmate connection where they were not before. This person has taken their life back into their own hands. They are the creator. They are envisioning the kind of life that they want with this Two of Swords, and they're making the choices that support it. And you're definitely a part of it, I feel. Let's see. Yeah. Ace of Wands, Six of Swords. This person has come to a place of peace and acceptance. It's kind of like, you know, maybe Bhakti, Francis. Bhakti. Hey. Bhakti. No. No, we're not barking. No. We got quiet already. Come here. Come here. They got a Chewy box delivered this morning. And they've just been crazy. Honey, Beckett, come here. No, you gotta relax, girlfriend. Relax. Sit. Sit. Honey. Okay, I'm sorry about that. The thing is, this person, you know, I think that in the past, they may have, you know, this Six of Swords is kind of giving me someone that's like, I'm not ready for this. Like, I'm not where I want to be to have this relationship, or I'm not, you know, it kind of feels like someone who feels like they're not done kind of sowing their oats with the Ace of Wands here, where it's kind of like, you know, I still have things I want to do, and like as a single person, like I'm not at peace with, you know, settling down. Now we have 3 6s and 2 aces and multiple 2s here. But there's just this energy of, I feel like they were in a place in their life where it just feels like they were not ready. And now with the Six of Swords and this Ace of Wands, it's like, now I'm ready for this opportunity, and I still want it. I still desire it. You're still my choice. I'm still reaching out. You're still the one I'm reaching out for. You know, the one I'm looking for, the one I want to choose. Okay, everybody lay down. This has been quite a day. Let's lay down. You know, just this last time when I said all of these 2s, I literally saw the High Priestess, and then here it is. You know, that is a 2, and here she is showing up. It's like there's only one choice, and it's you. It's like there isn't really a choice for this person. It's singular. They only want one thing. And it's the person that they've never been able to let go of, the person that they've always held on to. This dream, this idea, this foundation was built a long time ago. And now it's like this person is finally ready to show up and say, yeah, this is what I want. And I'm completely at peace with choosing this. With the Tower, they've had some kind of internal transformation, some kind of breakthrough inside themselves. Let me take one on this Tower. You know, the Tower in reverse is like something that happens internal to us. Wow. See, I'm telling you, there's this energy of like, they were not ready for the love of their life. They were not ready for the commitment of a lifetime. They were not ready for whatever this relationship is, but they have gone through some kind of internal transformation that you're not aware of. And I don't even know if you guys know exactly who this person is that I'm talking about. They're Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Leo, Gemini energy here. But there's just this energy of, you know, I feel like they have not revealed this to you yet. They have a lot of regrets that I think, yeah, there was a lot of external factors. I feel like with that Two of Swords energy I got, and then here's this Five of Wands with the Five of Cups, that was preventing this person from being empowered and from making the choice to choose this connection. Again, I feel like they weren't quite ready. You look at all that, you have 1, 1, 1, you know, there's just a lot of repeating numbers, a lot of angel numbers happening here. So definitely be watching and like, you know, taking in, maybe even keeping track of the signs and synchronicities that you're seeing at this time. Something has changed within this person where they're ready to come forward. And this is the husband of the tarot. This is the person that's ready to show up and commit and, you know, take the action that maybe they weren't able to take before. But they're completely at peace with this. I feel like they're sure. They're in balance. They're in harmony. They know that you are the only one that they've ever met in their whole life that can match them stride for stride, and that they're sort of willing to chariot up with, yoke up with, you know. This person has been working really hard on themselves. You know, this person has had a lot of breakthroughs inside. They've really changed the way that they look at things. I think they have they broadened their perspective. They've broadened what they think is even possible. Wow. I say that, and the freaking Hierophant, or what is this? I think it's the Hierophant. Yeah, it's the Hierophant. The Hierophant and the Empress come out with this freaking Ace of Swords. I mean, you guys, the way they think about commitment has changed. Whether they even think they're capable or not has changed. I believe that they feel they are. I believe that it's almost like they have faith in the sanctity of marriage is kind of what I'm getting from this card suddenly. They had all of these things opposing it before. A lot of internal conflict and external conflict. It wasn't in alignment with their world in any way, their inside world or their outside world. This is like major change. You have the Tower coming out twice. And this Page of Swords in reverse is like aha moments of clarity that come in and radically change the way that we see things. And with the Empress, it's kind of like, maybe even after all this time, I still want you. You know, you're still the one. You're the one that got away. You're the one that I see being, you know, having children with, or committing to, or being, you know, above everybody else. I may have even worked on myself to try to be worthy of you. And these are things this person, it's like they want to fly free in this love. They want to tell you that you're their wish fulfillment, that they now know what they want, and here they are ready to come after it, and they want it all with you, and they're ready to start. They're ready to make the offer. Underneath that, you guys, the Three of Swords. It'll break their heart if you are not available or you are not interested. Not that that's your responsibility. It sure isn't. Wow. A lot of repeating cards here, you guys. Oh my. You have the Ten of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You've got the Empress and the Two of Wands. See? For this person, there are no other choices. There's just you. They just want to reach out to you. They see you as being the one that, like, wow, you know, it's like you can make anything better. It's like everything that you are is everything that they will ever need. I mean, it's like they just, you know how sometimes you have that friend that always has an extra breath mint or a Tylenol or Zantac or Pepto-Bismol or Tums or whatever, like whatever you need, whatever happens, a Band-Aid. It's like all these unforeseen things happen, but as long as you have that friend with you, you're fine, because they have some kind of medicine cabinet in their I almost said suitcase, but like purse or whatever. It's like they are always prepared. It's kind of like you are that for this person. Like no matter what they may come across in life, it's like you would have the answers, or just being with you would make them feel so much better in a bad moment and so much more accomplished in a good moment. You know, I was also talking to my friend this morning about how, well, obviously you can tell how this relates to the Six of Wands, because we were talking about how, you know, when you are a successful person, people stop kind of celebrating your successes. They're just kind of like, it's sort of expected. It's sort of like, you know, well, of course you're going to get that position, or of course you're going to be the one that gets promoted, or of course you're the one that's going to get the house or the car or the boat or the whatever, because that's what you do. You've always been the one that accomplishes a lot. And how, you know, then people stop getting excited for you and stop celebrating it and start kind of expecting it, and it sort of changes how it feels to get those things, you know, because it's not giving you that, you know, chemical release that it once did of, you know, being successful. And so I think it's like this person, it's now they've come to the crossroads where it's like it's time for them to find emotional contentment. It's time for them to like settle down. I don't know what this is, but that's how it feels. And you're the one they want, and they want to let you know. Yeah, for God's sake. They've been their own worst enemy. They may be overthinker. They may be an overthinker. They may also, you know, have been in environments where it was like win or lose, or like where it was highly competitive, especially if there's someone that is a highly accomplished person. And I feel like, you know, this is lonely to be on the battlefield all the time fighting these fights. They never end. They never stop. There's always someone coming for you when you're on top. And, you know, that's when you realize it's like you need a partner to get your back. You need a partner to make it worth it to go through the battles with. You need to know that there's someone warm and soft and waiting for you at home, so you can, you know, tell them all about it if you want to, or say nothing about it and just be healed in their presence if you want to. And with the 10 of Cups and the Empress, it's like no one makes this person feel so cozy and so comfortable as you do. Look at that. The Pisces sign is even here on this card. But it's like, yeah, you know, when I have been through the battle, it's like there's only one place that I want to go home to. There's only one place that really makes it worth it, and it's with Pisces. That's my choice. That's my soulmate. That's my person. That's what that must mean. And I keep getting, especially like after all of this time. Look at that. You've got the Queen of Wands with the Ace of Pentacles with the Knight of Wands. And the Lovers. God, you guys are getting the Lovers like nonstop. This is a serious soulmate, and this is someone who's ready to really embrace this connection and really come into alignment with it, and has worked to come into alignment with it. The Queen of Wands and the Ace of Coins, I think this person, it's like, you're the one that I want. They're sure. Look how focused they are. I feel like with this Knight of Wands, they are someone who may have been in and out of your life a lot, but this looks like someone who is going after what they really desire, who's very sure about what that is. It's like, I only want one thing. I really get that. And it's you. And with this Ace of Pentacles, it's like, I'm ready to give you that offer or that commitment that maybe I couldn't give you in the past, or, yeah, I feel like couldn't is the right word. This person thinks about how to come forward. With the Seven of Cups, I think they fantasized about this for a long time. Wow. Yeah, definitely. I feel there's this energy of you know, they may have tried before, they may have come in when they weren't fully mature, or they hadn't really all the way gone through this transformation. But with the Knight of Wands and the Strength card here, you know, again, Leo energy, and the Six of Wands is also Leo. There's just this energy of, I have overcome the lower vibrational tendencies that kept me in and out of your life, that kept me from being able to like show up and to commit and to be solid and to be stable. And, you know, I with the Seven of Cups here, it does feel to me, this person realizes, I think, that they definitely hurt you in the past. And I feel like there is this energy with the Seven of Cups of being like not quite sure what route to take to show you, to impress upon you that how deeply this transformation has occurred within them and taken place within them. And, you know, there's an energy of, you know, if I take the wrong path, it may lead, it might make it worse. Like it might intensify the pain or the suffering. Or like if I go about it wrong and Pisces says no, or they're not interested, then I instead of having the success and victory, I might go through my ultimate defeat. It might cause incredible suffering for me. With the Six of Wands coming up and the Ace of Cups, this person is just really sure that they want to have, they want to, it's like, I want to say they want to have your full attention, but it's like they want you to see how much they have changed and how real this is. How they know that in some way, whether you were together or apart, you weathered this storm with them, that you were a huge part of their transformation. And that it's like they want you to be proud of them. They want you to see that they did it and that, you know, they did it for you. And I think, you know, with this Three of Swords, there's kind of this energy of like, maybe because they didn't understand their own worth or value, or because they didn't act upon your worth or value, that, you know, it could have messed with your own sense of self-worth at times. And I think they feel really terrible about it. And it's like they want you to see that, like, they can't go back and change what happened in the past. They can't take away the suffering that's already happened here. But what they can do is show up correctly now, completely aligned with you, completely ready for this. And they can offer you this cup of love, this Ace of Cups. They can't change what they didn't do before, but they can do it now. Oh my God. This person was not content within themselves when they were with you to begin with. They couldn't reciprocate in the past because they were not happy themselves. They had to work on themselves. You know, they had to figure out how to find their own power and their own voice, and to prioritize themselves, and to, you know, step into this kind of role of the alchemist with the magician, where they were able to kind of take what has been and turn it into something different. And I don't think that they had that in them before. Even if they came back around, they just didn't have it in them to actually transform it or alchemize it or transmute it. And now I feel like they do. with this Magician energy, especially with the Nine of Cups and the Strength card. I mean, these cards are strong, strong, strong cards. They've overcome their lower vibrational tendency and they've figured out how to be happy on their own. And now it's like they can step into this role as alchemist, as someone who has all the tools at their disposal and that knows how to use them. Look at that. The Four of Swords, the Magician, and the Lovers. This person is healed. They have healed. Oh my God, with the Ace of Coins. They have healed to where they can make this choice. They can show up and they can make this offer. Holy crap. I don't think I've ever gotten a reading like this before. I just can't even, I don't even know. You've got the Three of Wands, the Chariot, and the High Priestess. This like actually makes me want to cry. The Three of Wands is like, when I look to my future, there's only one person that I can see being my partner, being yoked to, like going through this with, having success and victory with, experiencing life with, and it's you. I mean, it's the freaking High Priestess. It's Pisces. You have the Ten of Wands. Oh my God, on top of the Two of Cups. With the Seven of Coins underneath it. You gotta be kidding me. This is someone who has set down everything that prevented them from accepting this connection before, from choosing this connection before. This is divine timing. King of Swords underneath that. They're ready to come forward and speak. With that Ace of Swords leading off your reading, they're ready to come forward and speak. Let's see what they want to say, Pisces. This reading feels so profound. I look up, it's only 31 minutes. Like, great. Oh my goodness. All right, let's see. For Pisces, please, Spirit, for Pisces. If you're dealing with a water sign, I regret how I handled things before. Secret, cold, stuck. If you're dealing with a fire sign, I am sending you telepathic messages, fantasizing, anxious, blocking. No one else matters now. If you're dealing with an earth sign, you're getting, your words speak to me like no others can. Guarded. I want to talk to you. I am choosing you. If you're dealing with an air sign, I had no idea you would end up meaning so much to me. You were so unexpected. Suddenly all the songs I hear are about you, and doubting. On the bottom of the deck, nostalgic. I feel like this person, this air sign, is like, man, I doubt Pisces is going to expect this. I doubt they're going to accept me. I doubt, like, I'm getting this hardcore doubting energy where, you know, I doubt they're still available, I'm getting. All right, guys, this is what I have for you today. I really hope that it helps. I hope it brought you some peace and clarity. Like, holy crap. I don't know, these retrograde energies, especially coupled with the eclipse, they're very strong. And I mean, this reading, every card that came out is like, hey, Pisces, I'm coming for ya. I finally did it. I'm finally ready. I'm finally showing up. So, wow, I don't know. It's very straightforward. There's not a lot of like reading in between the lines. It's just, here it is. Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, Empress coming out repeatedly, the Chariot coming out repeatedly. You know, the Tower coming out repeatedly. So, I don't know, Pisces. This is what I have for you. I hope it helps. And, you know, let me know. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Until next time, guys, as always and ever, I'm sending you off with all my very best. Bye-bye.